That's why I take my anger out on my graham crackers. So I don't cut a finger or a leg or a foot or a throat. Hi there, Jody here. It is my favorite time of year, Halloween. Let's go ahead and just address this elephant in the room. My candy corn apron, one of my favorite candies. Some of you love it, some of you hate it. For those of you who hate it, I don't know what's wrong with you, if it maybe was something in your upbringing, but candy corn is really the soul of Halloween. Without candy corn, it just wouldn't really be a holiday. So for Halloween, it's going to be kind of a spooky, scary casserole. Now, some of you have said that a lot of my casseroles are scary, and you know, that's debatable. Scary good is what I think a lot of the time. That's a lot of the feedback that I get. And then of course I get feedback like this is criminal activity and they are scary bad and I'm so scared of eating that. And that's the cool thing about Halloween is everyone's kind of experimenting. You know, you don't know what's a trick and what's a treat. Let's maybe make this one and we'll find out. I think you're gonna say treat. Okay, so who is ready to casserole? I've got a big bag of Halloween candy, some sweetened condensed milk and graham crackers, and we are gonna take this and turn it into one delicious casserole. Okay, so let's get started. As you all know, every great casserole starts with a delicious crust, even a candy casserole. So we are gonna start with a classic graham cracker crust. You can buy these already crushed. I like to crush them myself. One, because I know the texture that I prefer, and also I like to get some of my aggression out sometimes when I'm doing the crushing. For example, I think of all my neighbors who haven't decorated yet, and I just need a place to channel that because, you know, really I would like to walk up to their door. Hi there, Sam. Why have you not put out your pumpkins yet? You don't have any skeletons on your door. Are you feeling this holiday at all? Are you planning on passing out candy? Because I don't know whether to show up at your door or not. I don't know what to tell my children when they are weeping at my feet saying, Mommy, Mommy, why doesn't he have his skeletons out? And I say, well, he's just, you know, he doesn't participate in the holidays. Not very neighborly of you, Sam. You know, maybe I'll talk to the HOA about that. You know, I am gonna bring that up in my weekly call that I have with the HOA. I call them once a week because once a month is just not enough. There's just too many things to be addressed. You know, really, the only thing I love more than celebrating Halloween is the HOA. They are just so good at taking care of the neighborhood. Anyway, I digress. Let's get back to this candy casserole. I'm gonna open all these up. Now I could just smash these here and have at it, but I have a pro tip passed down to me from my mother, who also has some aggression that she had to take out. And her trick is to just put a couple of these in a big Ziploc baggie, close it, and you can just start crushing. Ugh, ugh. Why don't you decorate your yard, Sam? That felt really good. Okay, then once I get it to a point, I'm gonna go ahead and introduce my rolling pin here. So my mom was in Texas recently and found these amazing Ziploc bags that she said are not gonna rip or break or do anything under the wrath of my rolling pin. And they don't. I have yet to see it break. Now I'm trying to get to 1.5 cups of graham crackers and I'm almost there. Now look at that. Oop. Making a mess. Exactly 1.5 cups. It's like I've done this before. I'm gonna pour that into my bowl, add 1/2 cup of butter, melt it. So I'm just gonna mix this in until the butter is all absorbed. I could just eat this on its own. Looks like sand, like wet sand. I could make some sort of beach casserole. Oh, there's an idea. Huh. You know, I just wanted to take a minute to talk about my brooch. This is a Halloween brooch that I, you know, made myself. You can't find this at a store. There was some hot glue involved. I might start up a little side hustle making some brooches, so let me know if you're interested. So let's get back to the casserole. So I'm gonna go ahead and start my foundation here. I'm using an 8 by 8 inch glass pan that I've lined with parchment paper. Now I'm gonna press this in. Get it all to the corners. We all know that a good casserole starts with a solid foundation and a really good crust. I mean, there is nothing more classic than a graham cracker crust. Now I'm gonna say 3 words that are gonna change your life forever. Candy bar slurry. Here we go. I'm just gonna take this last bite. I've got my bag of Halloween candy. Now I'm gonna open these all up. Okay. I've got my bowl full of candy. I did use the mini size, so now that we have to chop it up, it'll save me some time. I'm just gonna go ahead and pour some of this on my chopping board, and I'm just gonna start dicing. Like you're cutting a finger when you're cutting a Twix. Not that I've ever cut a finger or disposed of a body. That was just a joke, okay? Have thought about it though. But who of us haven't? I mean, we've all gone there in our heads. I've got some dark chocolate, some light chocolate, some nuts, some caramel, and we want this to be exciting and really create a lot of texture and color. Oh, it already looks amazing. I can put it in here. And even these little sprinklets in there. Sprinklets. Now that is a word I think I just created. Some Halloween sprinklets. Look at that. Oh yeah, what a masterpiece. So right now, if I wanted, I could just pop this puppy into the oven and we'd have ourselves a nice little casserole. But you know I'm not gonna stop there. Oh no, I'm gonna take this to the next level. Candy corn. I'm gonna transform this candy corn into a nice little glaze. It's gonna cover the top of this casserole and make it really stand out. It's gonna be the best candy casserole you've ever had. I'm gonna take some sweetened condensed milk. I'm gonna go ahead and heat that on low and slowly put in some candy corn, and I'm gonna make my glaze. I'm gonna put this in the pan first. So I'm gonna cook this on low. There's Goldie. She's just keeping an eye on things. You know, I found Goldie at an antique store and Goldie was talking to me. She's a spirit of the past. My kids don't know because that would really freak them out. But I think I am a little bit intuitive and hypersensitive to spirits. It's one of the reasons I love Halloween. Candy corn. My first bite of the season. You know, the funny thing is that I've never seen orange corn before. I'm gonna add some in here as we're warming up. Maybe like a 1/4 cup, 1/3 of a cup. Ooh, we're glazing up over here. The smell of sweetened condensed milk and candy corn is just like wafting. They should make a candle. Candy corn candle, a candly corn. 'Tis the season. Got this beautiful orange condensed candy corn glaze. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pour this glaze right over. Oh. I mean, does it get better than that? Oh God, I'm so excited. Okay, so we're gonna pop this in the oven at 350 for about 25 minutes. Okay. Go ahead and take out this delicious dessert casserole. It smells spooky. Looks pretty spooky too. It looks like slime almost. Gooey, bubbling, chocolatey smelling, amazing casserole. It's gonna be scary good. Right, Harold? Woo! Sometimes I sneak him bites. He likes candy corn. I'm pretending. He's not a real spider, I know that. I'm gonna go ahead and throw on my tasting hat. And we'll just jump right into presentation. My goal was to have it be very vibrant. I think I might have overglazed a bit, and that heat really melted my chocolates to kind of a mushroomy texture there. So, you know, a little disappointed with that turnout, but nothing we can't fix in the future. Just got so excited with that candy corn, I kind of lost track of the heat there. Sometimes the best casseroles don't look the best, and that's why they call them casseroles. Don't judge a book by its cover. Well, don't judge a casserole by its top layer. That's just the top. That's just sort of the icing. There's a whole iceberg underneath. Presentation, I'll give it a 6 because it does look spooky. Now I'm going to take the presentation maybe down to a 2 because that just looks like vomit. But it doesn't taste like vomit. It tastes absolutely delicious. The best vomit I've ever had. Even with the Rumpleman's incident. Flavor, I mean, I'm gonna give this a 13 because you know 13 is kind of a Halloweeny number and it's above 10, which clearly this is above a 10. Join us next time where we will be experimenting with another holiday casserole with some really bold flavors.